everyone, welcome to this video. And in this video I'll be talking about or covering the my weekly outlook on gold for the new week of 20th April. Yeah, I think 20th April. So as usual, like how I usually do it here, if let's switch to, or let me first of all clear out the charts. Let me clear out everything so that we could start afresh. And you guys know how I do it normally. I go down to, I go up to 1 week. I go up to 1 week. So on 1 week now, as usual, what I do is I mark out the weekly, the previous week's high and low, whereby we could see our, okay, we just indicate, you, sorry, just indicates here previous week high, and just indicate here previous week low. So on the 1 week time frame now, we could see that price is still bullish, moving up and up and up and up, and we could see how price came back here and picked these levels, which you could see it how it happened perfectly. Break of structure, price came back to this level. I think this should be our discount level that price tapped into, and after it did that, still broke structure again and kept on moving higher, but this time it kept on moving without even trying to give us any signs or picking up anything at the discount level. But then that is what we can see from the weekly, that price is really bullish. If we come down to like the daily time frame now, we could still see the aggression of how price has been moving aggressively and in a bullish manner. But then what we could notice is that from the previous week's video that I dropped, we were expecting price to tap this level, midpoint of this FVG here, breaker block, and also the broken resistance level too also, but price did not tap it. But we'll mark it also, because all these are key significant levels in market, and most likely price could, if any, in the case of any like bearish activities, we could see that price could still tap into those levels. So on the daily still we are seeing price really acting really bullish. But then if we should take our mark our look for our discount level, what do we see? We could see that price did not still tap our discount level, and we could just indicate it here with this. I could just put it below here. We still indicate it here like this. Price did not still tap it after the break of structure, and price still started moving up aggressively. So now what do? We need to also mark out now. This high is from Thursday, right? Price market closed on Thursday. We need to also mark the high there, which will just leave it as the previous week high, because there's significant liquidity there, both the previous day, that's like the last day before then, and also the previous week's high too. So we'll also indicate the low. This is Thursday's low. That's like the last day before price close. So I could just indicate it as Thursday low like this. So we could see all of this bullish pressure and all of that. So now we'll come back to 4 hour. Now what do we see on the 4 hour time frame now? What do we see on the 4 hour time frame? We could see price tapping into this FVG here. I think it did tap. No, you not tap on this. So you can see a problem. There's a problem with these brokers that the charts are always looking different. If I should switch here to check, if I should switch to 4 hours here and check if price tapped. What do you see? Price tapped into this FVG on this broker here. Well, let's come back here though. Let's come back here though. Price tapped into this, but then there's something I also always tell. There's this, I think, let's say this strategy or this way that I've covered before in one of my videos in my channel. I think I talked about these indecision candles, and we could see how price came back here. Most people, some people, not most people, but some people are looking for their buys here. But notice what happened. Price is still respecting this level as a level for price to buy. I'm seeing this, even though I know that it's not clear here for others, but me already seeing this indecision candle here, and I'm sure if we should go down to like a lower time frame, maybe like let's go to like 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, we would see like people's orders here. We could see like probably a bullish place, or a bullish place that a lot of people's orders are loaded here with this edition candles and this breakout of it. But then what you notice is that price doesn't use, most times price won't use it. Price instead will come and take out people's stop loss here and sweep liquidity here, and then pick the POI below it. That's where this FVG comes in, but it's not indicating here that it picked, but that is where this FVG comes in now. And now after this, what do you notice? Price rejected significantly. Now with this type of rejection now and liquidity that has been swept now, what I expect is that if at all, if anything should allow price to break above this high of this candle, it will in turn lead price to just test the level, that's the test the tip of this candle, and then chase ATH again, If now, let's go down to 1 hour now with this information that we have. Let's go down to 1 hour. On 1 hour now, what do you notice? You notice what I was saying here. You could see this initial candle lies on this area. It's lying on this area here. And what could you notice now? A lot of people's stop loss is sitting around all of these levels here. And you could see how it took it out and started buying now aggressively. Okay. Notice something again. I'm sure you all know what trend lines are. If we should go down to other levels now, you notice that price has been tapping and detecting from this level, breaking structures to the upside, and picking others. And notice something. Are you seeing? If I should go down to like 30 minutes now, I think somebody was trying to troll me on Twitter that I'm forcing the trend line, but this thing is very, very obvious and clean. You could see it here. You could see what happened here. Price struggling at this level, rejecting, and next what happened? Full body break. After the full body break, it's that simple. Like full body break, price came back, tapped the there should be an OB or other entries here, and this is how price kept on going higher. Left an FVG here, came back, tapped into the FVG, kept on pushing higher, and no marking this now. Okay, with this, I think if I would be touching into like some recap, but let's just do it like that. So if I should come back to like 15 minutes now, here. Notice what happened. Let's go down to as low as 5 minutes here. I want you to notice something. I want to mark out something important. You can notice that there's our FVG. There was an FVG sitting down here, but you already had like 3 taps here on this trend line here. On this, after price tapped into this FVG, notice what happened. It's formed another trend line within lower time frame that it kept on using as a way to chase higher, and you could see how it was respecting it superbly, like perfectly. And this is what happened after the break out of this place. You know how this stuff works. The leg here, after the full body break, the leg price will come back for the first leg it broke here, or it will come back for the first leg that it broke out here. I think this should be like the second leg. If I should go down to like 1 minute, it should be like the second leg here. Should come back to this leg or the first leg, or probably let's say it flipped other confirmation strategies, other it flipped it flipped other block to a breaker block. It might test it, and you could see one here. You could see how it tested it, and automatically itself you could see how there was another FVG lying here. You could see it here, and let's see what happened after it tapped it. Where did it come from? When you're trading these when you're trading all of these trend lines and breakouts and shit, what do you notice? What do you notice after that? If you should take your trade now from somewhere here, just from the tip here, already you could see a lot of stuff. But let's say we are picking this breakout block here. If you take it from this level, stop loss just somewhere here though, to be protected, and come to this low here. What do you notice? Can you see how like price came for that level and just took it out perfectly? If let's say you were even like covering it completely now, price still came back, re-entered that level, and still swept, like came back lower. You could notice that here now there was a break of structure, so most likely people will be looking for buys here, and like it's looking good how price left it with like not rejecting to tap into the 0.5 level, left this level here. And I think yes, our 15 minutes FVG is sitting here. But then from here already, you know that your bullish OB is already sitting somewhere around this place now. I think this is one of my confirmation entries. I've covered this in my channel. If you haven't seen that video, just join up my channel in the description and cover it, and we'll still cover it in other videos too. You notice that price came back here. You could see how it still came back, respected that entry, and like swam down low aggressively and tapped into it, and gave more opportunities here for people that want to take on buys. I think I fell victim of this buy. Um, After I tapped it, confirmation, price was going up. But then this is what happened. Price came back to this level to where the sales happened from again. You could see this other block, sell liquidity from this level. Price still tapped it, rejected. But then you could start to see weaknesses in this trade already. You could start to see weaknesses in this trade because most people now, the orders were here. That's like most buy orders were here. Sorry, most buy orders were here, and you could see how price taps into the level. And when you are taking this, your stop loss should be somewhere around here though. It should be somewhere around here. You could see how it moved as high as this. I think on my VIP I called this trade up, and I think this level was our TP1, but I was aiming towards price taking out this level. But then price came back here, but then we could see the weakness started happening after price rejected and came back down, left us with an FVG here. Automatically we could start to see signs and symptoms of a head and shoulder pattern occurring already. That's the break, came back, this level here, you could see what happened, and you could see how price used it perfectly. But then that's not the main aim of this video. I'm making this too long already. What we should expect is that okay, you could see price still trying to respect this trend line, trying to respect it and pushed up higher but rejected. So what we should expect is that if I should come back to like 15 minutes now, you could see that we are left with this our chief here, this block here. But I marked up this block here completely here as in the picture I think I dropped on Thursday. Yeah, on the chart image I dropped on Thursday. So what I marked out here now, you could see this FVG still, price is still coming to it, and it's still that level that price broke out of our trend line from. So what I'm expecting is that either, if at all, price at open now, or let's come back, let's mark this if you should go down to 30 minutes, go up to 30 minutes, sorry, we should come up to 30 minutes. You notice that we had an inverse FVG here. You could see this inverse FVG, and you could see how price was testing it to use it as a way to push lower, but it did not work out and price broke out of it. And you could see this was the buy trade that we took on my VIP. Okay, I've cleared the chart already. We took this buy trade on my VIP here from 1 minute, just a brief run up. Let me take out this I'll be taking out these lines on, that's like the rectangle lines. Let's blow them out, and then what else? Let's mark out this the whole other block that is sitting down at that level. Liquidity sweep, self liquidity, price started testing itself already from somewhere here, but let's mark it out. And you could see is the shoulder of the head and shoulder that we're talking about. Let's mark it out. I'll blow out this, drop it down to probably 10, but then leaving it visible enough for us to be able to work with it. Then I'll take out the midpoints, this midline starts for more clarity. So what you could see here, let's raise this up small so that we could see better. I'll just raise it up to 15 minutes. Yeah, so what we could expect now from this week, what I'm seeing that could happen now from this week, there are multiple scenarios that could happen, but majorly now what we should be looking out for is that if price now should give a full body break, that's, we could see it like price popping down up to this level, breaking out with full body. What I expect is that price will most likely tap this level, that's this broken shoulder now. Price will most likely tap it, and we'll see price chasing higher reclaiming this same broken out line and breaking out to chase 80H again. But then if we don't see price doing that, because already you could see that we've already tapped even that FVG that we've used. Like this is like the third time that price is tapping to the FVG. But then if price now should still respect this other block and this POY plus this breakout of this trend line, what we could expect is that we could see probably rejection. Price might reject, and that rejection now might bless us with sales that could chase as low as taking out Thursday's low. But we could see that the possibility of this happening like is partially, would I say low? Why am I saying that probably is low? Due to the possibility that we could see price still, you could see this break of structure here, leaving us with PYs down here now. Leaving us with PYs down here. Let's say, let me mark them. This level, this level that we broke out of. This level that we broke out of. If I should come back to like 5 minutes, I could see all these levels. Okay, I could see all these levels. I think this was where we took the buy trade on VIP. So price might come back to, let's say, the possibility of price. There's the chance that, or there's the likelihood that from this level now, price could use it as a way come back down to these people here and use that as a way to close above this level. And once it closes above this level now, remember I said reclaim all these levels, and we could see price chasing high. So the best part of the bullish confirmation now is price giving us a full body break above this level. But then if now from this level we start to get bearish signal or bearish confluence that price wants to go down lower, we could see that we might come to this level and start to see like shaky vibes, or as low as this to this other block here, as low as this now, to probably push, and again possibility of closing above this shoulder and chasing higher. Or price could still use it as a way to take out these people here, come back, and again this is the midpoint of this IFVG, possibly still using it as a way to go higher again, and at the same time, if no confirmation, use it as a way to break lower, take these levels and chase this low, which is Thursday's low, and chase this low right here, which is Thursday's low. And again, the bullish scenarios or the possibilities are really high. Or again, come down as low as this, tap into this, take this, more confirmation, close above this shoulder, and chase higher towards 80H. And this in turn will also value what we've seen already. It will also favor what we've seen already from 1 hour. It will also favor what we see from 1 hour. Whereby like what I see like is probably possible is this push, this new candle now, probably the new day or the new 4-hour candle now will close above this 4-hour candle, which will break above that shoulder, closing above that FVG2, giving us an inversion and a test to back to that tip of that candle and chasing for 80H. So basically these are like what I'm looking out for. These are what I'm looking out for. I'm joining them with other confirmation levels, and you could see how price still respecting. Price was wicked out of this level. All those buys that I was talking about, that they wicked out, they just took out people. They took out people that were buying from these levels, and you could see how price now is coming back to reclaim these levels, coming back, and you could see this guy was sitting out pretty. This was the level that most people were buying from, sitting out very pretty. But you could see now what happened. It has been reclaimed itself. You could see what happened here, right here. So these are the key possibilities that could happen this week, or from what I am seeing, actually from my strategy and everything. These are the key possibilities that I'm seeing that could happen also this new week. And also, if you also notice this stuff happening, price bouncing back and rejecting from this level, are you seeing like everything is just matching so good with breaking out of this level? If price should break out of this level, it's also a plus, because we could also see the bearish trend line that price was like forming or from to the upside. you could see the breakout structure, breakout structure, breakout structure. Now we're coming down towards this level. You know, now with this too, a break or a full body close above this level now will indicate that if price coming back and tapping these levels, will chase ETH again. So these are my key expectations for this new week, and we'll see in the next one. I apologize for the noise, the generator noise that has been all over. I'm sorry, we'll work on that in the next video. And then if you have anything, you could drop a comment. Just drop a comment, engage the post, and also I'll also be dropping this on Twitter too. So you could also check that out too, and we'll see in the next one. So thank you guys.